Opportunities for Ohioans with Disabilities.
My name is Anietra Frost, and I'm from Youngstown, Ohio. 2016, I was just in a very horrible car accident. It made me, uh, sad and depressed from all the like perks and pills that they had me taking. But I just felt myself getting addicted to them, and I stopped taking them. But then I was always depressed and sad, so I found the street drugs, and I got deep into the streets. Started doing illegal activities. Started taking Trimadols, Percocets, Xanax. Still wasn't very happy with myself. Still running to different people, trying to find different answers. Caught different cases. This is my third time doing drug court, actually. Well, this is the final time I decided I wanted to get my life together. Just overdosed this time. I knew if we didn't change, it was gonna get worse and worse. So just decided to give it a try. It felt like I didn't have anybody. Nobody was listening. So it took me to go to the hospital, rehabs, drug courts, parole, probation, just for somebody to feel me and understand what I had going on.
David Magora. I'm the court administrator for Youngstown Municipal Court. I think it's a holistic approach for the participants. When you're looking at that person, you have someone at the beginning of the specialized docket. They're broken. They don't have a lot of community support, and just finding those inroads for them to connect them to be pro-social. And I think OOD, what they do is, we work as a specialized docket team to build the person up at the beginning to get them to a point where we can say, you are able to, really thrive now. And that's where OOD, I feel like they're the high end of a specialized docket. I mean, if you could get to that point, that means you have your sobriety, you're on a good path, and you could really start living a really good life. So I think OOD connects those dots where you could start looking towards, the future. You could start setting long-term goals, which someone who's drug dependent that comes into a specialized docket, I don't even think they could see down to the end of that road. And I think OOD helps them see that.
Hi, my name is Chauncey Whitlow, and my role with the Youngstown Municipal Drug Court is a probation officer. So, for the number one priority was for her to be sober. Once she was sober, then we can kind of get into other areas that she needs to work on, whether it was getting her driver's license and finding gainful employment. As far as the treatment team, we would meet at least twice a month for court, and Anisha would also be there too. We have our staffing before we actually have the hearing, so we were able to go over everything before she came in.
My name is Lauren Matthews. I'm the Vocational Rehabilitation Counselor for the Bureau of Vocational Rehabilitation, Division of Jobs for Recovery. I actually was working with Anietra and planning what her goals were going to be, and worked with her to figure out really what her end game goal was and where she wanted to be in employment.
I am Judge Carla J. Baldwin, and I proudly serve as the administrative and presiding judge at Youngstown Municipal Court. It is OOD who has come in. All they needed was a little space. And you all came in and you have been a team player, a partner, and you've provided a level of assistance with care and compassion. And it's not just a job, it's hard work, this work, and you all do it so well, and you do it with such excellence and with compassion that it's an easy fit to any treatment court team, to any court.
I'm like a prep cook. So yeah, I just work in the kitchen, loading lunches and preparing senior daycare meals.
Robert Orts. I'm a job developer with Turning Gears. The manager nutrition group reached out to me. It was because she had already figured out how to do most of the things. They didn't really need to guide her any, and she fit in. So the manager, Danny, called me and asked me if I'd come in a couple more days with her. so that, you know, she could learn the rest of the job tasks. I didn't actually have to do very much with her. I showed her how to do some stuff in the dish room and how to take apart the dishwasher, which she doesn't even do anymore. So the follow along, it is very valuable because a lot of times small problems like not understanding how to read your schedule or clock in, or having an issue with a coworker, that, you know, things that, you know, people take for granted, like you just, you know, but a lot of people don't, this is their first work experience, and or, you know, close to their first work experience, and they don't know who to ask or who to talk to, or if they have any problems, and they end up just quitting or not showing up anymore. So we can solve those problems beforehand because we touch in with them, they tell us what's going on, and then I can go talk to the manager with them, or I can tell them what to say if they would rather talk to their manager themselves.
Because I did go back to school and graduate. When that accident happened when I was in high school, so I didn't even get to finish high school because I was too depressed and sad and everything. But I actually got my mental together and was able to complete that.
Just love her so, and just she was one of those moments in time where you could actually see why we do what we do. To see her matriculate through the program and just come into her own as a young woman and find her voice and appreciate support, it just honestly, it did my heart good. It did my heart good and said, this is why, you know, this is not, we don't get Anietras every day, but because of Anietra, everyone is worth the effort. And I think that was a great reminder. This is why we do what we do.
I'm just happy. I'm very happy.
Brought to you by Opportunities for Ohioans with Disabilities.